Bill. William Bill Overbeck isn't just the old guy in the group. He's a war-hardened veteran who's seen things most of us couldn't imagine. He served 2 tours in Vietnam with the U.S. Army Special Forces.
An assault rifle. This shit's getting more like Nam every second.
And even after a knee injury, he stayed sharp. You can tell right away he's someone who doesn't mess around. In the Left 4 Dead comics, we learn he was supposed to have knee surgery when everything went sideways. A nurse turned mid-procedure, and even under anesthesia, Bill fought through it. He escaped the VA hospital with nothing but a bone saw and a knife, like something straight out of a war movie. Among the original 4 survivors, Bill stands out as the clear leader. He's blunt, sarcastic, and stubborn to the bone, but more than that, he's fearless. He'd rather die on his feet than let someone in his group get hurt, and that's exactly what he does. In the sacrifice, Bill stays behind to restart the generator and hold off the horde, alone. When the rest find his body in the passing, he's still gripping his rifle. That's Bill, all the way through. Zoey. Before everything went wrong, Zoey was just a film student who loved old horror movies. Funny how that became her real life. In the comics, her mom was bitten by some random guy. Her dad tried to keep it together and asked Zoey to call for help, but her mom turned and bit him too. He managed to shoot her, but when he eventually got infected himself, Zoey was the one who had to finish it. That moment changed her. She's smart and quick to adapt, but it left her guarded. She doesn't always show what she's feeling, but she cares. And while she and Bill clash sometimes, they had a deep bond, like father and daughter. At first, she mostly followed, but after Bill's death, something in her shifted. In the sacrifice and the passing, Zoey starts leading, not because she wanted to, but because someone had to. Lewis. Lewis was the office guy, IT job, dress shirt, coffee in hand, probably tired of meetings, just trying to live his life. And don't let the IT job fool you. Lewis used to hit the shooting range on his breaks, and it shows.
Guys at the office used to laugh at me when I hit the rifle range at lunch. Ain't so damn funny now, is it?
He's also probably the most book smart in the group, with a degree, an MBA, and even some Japanese from his time interning in Tokyo.
Let me see. Taki, I love you, goodbye.
Whoa, how'd you do that?
I interned in Tokyo.
Bullshit. Say Bill's an idiot in Japanese.
Bill-san, Bakades.
Nice.
In the comics, we see him trying to convince a coworker to still come to work, but then in the bathroom, he's attacked by an infected, he gets bitten, but somehow manages to fight the guy off. It shook him, but he survived. Barely. Since then, Lewis has become the heart of the group. Always trying to stay positive, always trying to lift spirits. That's how he copes. Jokes, energy, keeping the mood up when things get bad.
I can't believe we made it.
Francis. At first glance, Francis is exactly what you'd expect. Loud, tatted, rides a bike, hates everything. But there's more going on under that tough guy act. In the comics, he was with a girl named Becky when things started. They were hooking up in the back of a bar when she suddenly got sick and bit him. His buddy had to put her down. That kind of moment doesn't leave you the same. Francis doesn't talk much about his feelings. He covers it up with sarcasm and fake bravado.
I hate hospitals, and doctors, and lawyers, and cops. I hate subways. I hate stairs. I hate elevators. I hate sewers. I hate helicopters. I hate walking. I already hate this place. Let's get out of here.
Weirdly, he seems to be enjoying the chaos. It's like the world finally matches his energy. Coach. Before everything went sideways, Coach was a high school health teacher and football coach in Savannah. He wasn't just barking plays or teaching gym, he genuinely cared. Big guy, big heart, and always the kind of man who believed in second chances, even if life didn't always give him one. A knee injury in college cut short his dreams of going pro, but he dusted himself off and poured that same passion into mentoring kids. When the infection hit, he didn't hesitate. He took charge, not because he wanted to, but because someone had to. That's just who he is. Coach is the steady voice in the chaos. He'll quote scripture, start a prayer, or shout encouragement mid-firefight. Sometimes he jokes about food, like cotton candy, fries, and soda. He's the father figure, the motivator, and the emotional backbone of the group. Rochelle. Rochelle wasn't supposed to be in the middle of this. She worked behind the camera, a news producer, calm and focused under pressure. She only ended up on site in Savannah because she was covering the evacuation center. Then it all went wrong. But Rochelle doesn't break, she adapts. Fast. She's not the loudest or the toughest, but she's probably the most grounded. She sees the situation clearly, and she makes decisions with her head, not just her heart. When the others are panicking or bickering, Rochelle keeps them on track. She connects well with Coach, two steady voices trying to keep the group sane. And she's not afraid to challenge Nick or rein in Ellis when things get out of hand. Ellis. Ellis is the kind of guy who finds silver linings in apocalypse-sized clouds. Before everything collapsed, he was a mechanic. Good with tools, full of energy, and always telling some wild story about his buddy Keith.
I ever tell you about the time Keith and I made fireworks? My buddy Keith lived in a graveyard once for a whole year.
I ever tell you about the time my buddy Keith got married?
Yeah, my buddy Keith had his car dropping a lake off a bridge just like this one here.
Most of them sound too crazy to be true. But with Ellis, who knows? He's got a goofy, cheerful personality that makes it easy to underestimate him.
Ellis Gaming.
But when things get serious, he steps up. He's clever in his own way. Building, fixing, thinking fast. Ellis is the youngest
person ever on Canada's Got Talent.
Yes!
The youngest of the group, and it shows. He's the little brother type. But beneath that wide-eyed optimism is someone tougher than he seems, just trying to keep the people he cares about smiling. Nick. Nick's the kind of guy who's always looking for the nearest exit. A sharp suit, a sharper tongue, and a past full of things he doesn't talk about. Con jobs, gambling, maybe worse. He was just passing through Savannah when the infection hit. Wrong place, wrong time, and Nick's been mad about it ever since. He keeps his distance, emotionally and physically, doesn't trust easily, doesn't smile much either. But as the journey goes on, something changes. Maybe it's the way Coach refuses to give up. Maybe it's Ellis being Ellis. Or maybe it's the way Rochelle sees through his attitude. Whatever it is, Nick starts to care. Even if he pretends he doesn't. He's still cynical, still grumbles about everything, but he's there when it counts. You get the sense that under the sarcasm and cold detachment, Nick's just trying to stay in control, to hold on to some part of who he was before everything burned.